Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Entitled Parents Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a pair of entitled parents need to park their car. They want to enjoy a beautiful day at the beach, and if they can ruin everyone else's day, all the better. Let's jump right in. The July 4th weekend won't be complete without an entitled parents' trip to the beach. Hello there, it is your friendly neighborhood flagger back with a juicy campfire story to tell around your friends and family this 4th. P.S. I live in Canada. I am not American, but I do respect my neighbors to the south. Also, I'm on mobile. So as you can expect, I signed up for weekend work because, well, hello, double time all weekend. I got to work and was told by my supervisor that parking for the area had filled up fast, and I was there at 10 a.m. Gates to the beach open at 7 a.m., parking was full at 9:30 a.m. I come in and start working, telling people firmly there is no parking here, keep moving. Hearing things from, but my family or friends are inside, they say there's lots of parking, to, can I drop my kids off? Or, my wife or girlfriend is pregnant, can you let me drop her off inside? All met with the words, no, move along. Basically, if you weren't a bus or have a handicap sticker, residence or camp worker goer, you were not allowed in. A lot of annoyed people, but they don't pay me. Along either side of the gated entrance was a long stretch of road. Both sides of said road had no parking, no stopping signs. This is important later for our story. For the most part, people paid attention and kept moving. Also, people parked about 2 kilometers, 1 mile something to walk down and walk through. About roughly 20 minutes to get to the beach. Around 1:30, I had another family come in. Said the same thing I always do. However, this was a Karen. Had the haircut and everything, but a tiny, mean Karen. But you are thinking, OP, this is entitled parents. Where are her precious babies? Give me a bit. You know the cast. Karen, Todd, me, Supervisor 1 and Supervisor 2. Excuse me, where do we park? Anywhere but here. Move along, please. But where is that? Why is your gate closed? You can't be full already. Anywhere? We are full, and yes, we really are. Move along. About 5 to 10 minutes go by, and I have been informed by a few residences that there will be guests coming at 12:30 for lunch, and they had pieces of paper to say they were there for that address only. Hot supervisor shows up and he informs me of things going on at the beach and tells me there is still no available parking. I confirm and let him in along with a bus. Just as I close the gate, entitled mother's family almost charged the gate in their piece of crap Dodge Grand Caravan. Hi, what's up? Excuse me, but you were rude to me. Yeah, I'm like that with everyone. Let me finish. I have 2 toddlers in the car, plus a 10-month-old. Can you please let us in? Plus, if there is an issue with COVID, why are you letting people walk in? No, I don't care you have children. Back up and please leave. Excuse me? Answer my question. You heard me. I go to the back of their car to help them back up. Now, Karen is out of her car. Why won't you let us in? Parks and Rec won't allow any cars in. Todd now gets out of the car, starts charging towards me. That's bull. If the park is full, why are people walking in? I can't control foot traffic, just motor vehicles, which is what you are. But why don't you let us in? 10 cars have come out and they are done, so why don't you let us in and I will check to see if there's a spot for us? You're lying. You just don't want us in there. Because you are not paying me to open the gate or count cars. And no, I don't care what you do. Are you going to pay me to count cars and let you in? No, I didn't think so. Who is your manager? Metro Vancouver. No, you idiot! Your boss! Radio him and ask him if there are any spots. We have children and would like to take them to the beach today. Radioing in Parks and Rec. We have a situation up at Gate 1. I hear over the radio somebody is coming. Manager is on the way. Good. I want to ask him my questions myself. More like Karen's questions over again. He kept trying to charge at me. Supervisor 1 shows up about 5 minutes later, and one of the residents is now behind the van already. Explaining the situation, the resident said no problem, he can wait. Todd is fuming. I'm not taking this seriously enough. Karen and Todd get into the supervisor's face right away. Even with the 2-meter rule, Todd thought he was still in the right. Why are you not letting us into the park? Entitled Mother said almost the exact same thing as him. I'm not going to talk to you, just to your wife, because she asked first and she is nicer to me. He turns to the wife. Because we only have so many spots, and even if there is something open, we still need to keep it on reserve for first responders and people with disabilities. But we have seen people walking out of the park and driving out with cars. Why can't we go in? He is yelling at this point. Sir, you are being very rude to me by yelling, so I am just going to answer your wife's questions. Why are you letting foot traffic in? It doesn't seem fair. We should have to walk a long way with our children for about an hour at the beach. Everybody here is doing it. We don't provide special treatment to anybody. He stops the car in front of her. Hi sir, how are you getting to the beach today? We can't hear from the car. Great, thanks. See, they have children and they are walking from whatever point to the beach with their children. Well, that's not fair. I want to speak to your manager. I want to see your policy on people walking into the beach. For real. Do you have a smartphone? Yes, I do. What kind of question is that? Go back to your job. Yelling at me. I am doing my job. Look up the policy online under our website. There is no policy or rules about this stuff, and it isn't available to the public anyhow. Seriously, flip off and do your job. She is doing her job. She is keeping me safe and not getting hit by a car. You both are the only ones holding up traffic to the residences and to other beachgoers who have or are finding parking. Also, I don't appreciate you yelling at our staff. I am not yelling at you or your staff. I want to speak to your boss, now! Again, yelling this. And I want a tow truck to take your butts out, but we can't always get what we want. Now I'm radioing. We need backup and the police. Entitled Mother, it's best you call the police. Actually, it's best for you now to get back into your car and leave. There are now 2 residences here who would like to go home, and you are blocking the entrance. Entitled Dad is getting more angry until Supervisor 2 shows up. Please remove your vehicle or we will call the police to remove you by force. I will not remove my car until I get a straight answer out of somebody other than the goddarn flagger. Now my witch cell is activated. The both of you get back into your car right flipping now, or I will beat you over the head with my paddle in front of your goddarn kids, and I will have no remorse over it. Now get the flip out of here. Todd now starts filming me because I am now visibly pissed off. Karen is now shaking and is pulling Todd back into the car while on the phone to the police about the threat of murder in front of her babies. Not my finest hour, but the supervisors didn't care. Anything at this point would have helped. I know you're filming me, butthole, so get out of here. What's your name? Kiss my butt. It's French for flip off. Your real name. That is my real name. Just shut up. We are leaving. It didn't have to end like this. You could have let us in. No, but it did. Our worker felt threatened by you and she made the call for help because you were not listening to her. That's on you. That's your fault. Supervisor 2 offered them a number to call and complain to on Monday, but they said no. As they were driving away, entitled dad screams, "He will call our offices to complain." Supervisor 2 offered him the card again. The residents were grateful they were finally moving, but even they were kind of shaking their head at the two of them screaming at me and my supervisors. Also, the police did come, but by that time the entitled family had left. We filled in a report. On the plus side, because I took a picture of the license plate, the officer did find them and had their car towed. It was removed without them from the park permanently. I guess they shouldn't have parked on the side of the road with the no parking sign right above them. In story number 2, we have an entitled mother who gets to enjoy the hospitality of a Queens neighborhood. So a funny story happened today. I have a piece of property in Queens, New York, and the hot water heater was leaking, so I had to change it, etc., etc. Luckily, plumbing is my thing, so I went there with 2 guys to get it fixed. While my guys are working inside, I go outside to make some calls, and this kid I know is across the street smoking a joint on his porch. He's 20, but he just seems like a kid to me. Mind you, this is a good kid, a bit shy, but just nice. He is the kind of kid that would shovel everyone's driveway or walkway during the winter for $20. A Karen with her kids stops in front of his house and starts yelling at him. "What are you doing up there? That's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself." "Mind your business and keep moving, lady." He said this politely enough, and I'm just paraphrasing. "My kids have to play out here, and you are trying to turn them into drug addicts. I am calling the cops." She pulls out her phone to call the cops, and I decide at this point to go across the street and intervene before the cops get involved. Weed is pretty much legal here. It would have been at most a $50 fine. "Hey, what the flip do you think you're doing to this nice lady? Are you smoking weed and not sharing, you selfish prick?" Sorry, lady. Here, take one of mine." I reach into my pocket and pull out half a joint I was saving for later. Flipping kids these days have no respect. "Are you flipping kidding me? What the flip is wrong with you?" At this point, another neighbor who was watching this unfold and having a bit of a chuckle steps in. "Hey Spartan, what the flip is all the yelling about? This kid was toking and this young lady wanted to pull and he was being a selfish prick." "What the flip? That's flipped up, kid. I'm telling your mom when she gets home. Sorry lady, let me go inside and get my bong for you. We don't tolerate that kind of selfish behavior in this neighborhood." "You think this is funny? You guys are disgusting. I am calling the police." At this point, she walks away back to the homeland of Karens never to be seen again. I hope. And the 20-year-old starts busting apart at the seams laughing. I figured you guys would have a good chuckle at this, and since she tried to use her kids as an excuse to push other people around, I think it fits the sub. This is John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.